Once the Death Star was destroyed, Darth Vader knew that he will be the sacrificial lamb to the Empire and Palpatine. He would basically get all the blame, and that's exactly what happened. It didn't take long for Vader to finally recognize that he has no place in Palpatine's empire, and therefore started concocting his own plans of his own kingdom. This is what ultimately led him to Quarantine World 3, Caladan Space, where Dr. Aphra was prepping for a heist that would prove to be invaluable. This was the chip that held 000 personality matrix. Once Aphra came upon it, she immediately stole it. It was something that she cherished a lot. She had big plans for it, but unfortunately, she tripped the alarm. The place was rigged to explode, and thankfully for Aphra, she was near the exit, running as fast as she could. With droidicas behind her, she slid through the door and made it through unscathed. This did not mean that she escaped scot-free. Behind that door, there was someone waiting for her, calling Aphra an irresponsible and troublesome woman. This was Curator Yutani Shane, accompanied by a number of Confederacy super battle droids, assigned especially to this world, as this was 20 years after the Confederacy droids were deactivated. Aphra was of course salty. She recognized Yutani Shane and had no choice but to hand over the chip of 000 to one of the super battle droids. And Yutani was also unsurprised that she set off the alarm, simply because there was a reason why the matrix of 000 had been quarantined for centuries on this planet, being as dangerous as it was. But it was because of people like her, small minds who just want to hide beautiful things in storage or a museum. 000 did not belong here. It should be in an armory. Aphra protested furiously, but no matter. Yutani Shane held the chip in her hands and was determined to send Aphra back to prison, and hopefully this time it will stick. But fate would change for both of them. You see, right at that time, one of the super battle droids detected an incoming TIE fighter. As the TIE fighter landed, it was revealed to have been Darth Vader, landing on this distant planet with a mission in mind. He approached Yutani Shane and the super battle droids, and it seems that Yutani Shane was very familiar with Vader and his antics, as she immediately started protesting without even greeting the Sith Lord, telling him that this is a quarantine world, and the treaties state that, but Vader altered the deal. He raised his hand and used the Force to push some of the battle droids off to the side. The super battle droids now aimed for Darth Vader, and he ignited his red blade. Furiously, the super battle droids scorched Darth Vader in blaster fire. Vader started deflecting every single one of them. In fact, he was very familiar with super battle droid tactics. It reminded him back in the Clone Wars, the glory days, where he commanded an army of clones, Rex beside him. Super battle droids were where the fun began. Using his lightsaber, Vader disposed of both of these super battle droids, and as Yutani Shane tried to escape, Aphra jumped in front of her, wanting the 000 matrix for herself. It dropped out of her hands and was heading for the abyss. Being the mad character that she was, Dr. Aphra jumped for it, and holding on to a ledge, she barely got the chip. Now it was Vader who approached. With not even a word, he impaled Yutani Shane and killed her instantly, and informed Dr. Aphra that he needed her. Once this mini adventure was done, they went to the Archangel, the ship of Dr. Aphra, where both of them would concoct a new plan. A plan for Vader to advance his ultimate mission, rule the galaxy. This is where Aphra comes into the life of Darth Vader, and she serves him up until a point. One of those missions that we famously talked about on this channel was when she visited Naboo. Vader sending Dr. Aphra to discover something that Vader had suspected for a long time: the circumstances of Padme's death. The person of interest here was Commodus Ton. All the arrangements for Padme's funeral were done by this guy specifically. He was the mortician in simple terms. Well, Aphra, accompanied by 000 and BT, quickly captured Ton, and as much as he tried to deny knowing anything, Aphra quickly got it out of him. Ton even bragged about never betraying the secret of his former queen. He told Aphra that she was a good and strong queen. Padme was never forgotten. Everyone on Naboo remembered her still after all these years. As much as he protested though, Ton was ultimately tortured by 000 until he spoke. He then told Aphra what she already suspected, that Padme didn't die while she was still pregnant. In fact, she had birthed a healthy boy and the Jedi took him. Once Aphra was done with Ton, 000 finished him off, and now she had to go meet with her employer, Darth Vader. This is what I wanted to show you guys. Watch Vader as he gets quiet all of a sudden. You see, back on Anthan Prime, where Vader and Aphra would usually meet, Aphra told Vader that his suspicions were confirmed. The Sith Lord realized that Boba Fett was actually correct. The boy's name was Skywalker, and he was in fact the boy that Padme gave birth to before she died. But when Vader asked if she discovered anything else, Aphra didn't say much, only that Ton loved the former Queen Padme. He held her in such high regard. She told Vader that it sounded like the Queen Padme was something really special. At that moment, Vader stood silent. He absolutely knew that it was true. He knew why Ton admired Padme so much and why the entirety of Naboo did as well. Because, well, she really was something special. Back when he was Anakin, he valued her special soul. Now, as a broken old man, he had only his son to look forward to. What do you guys think? Talk to me down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, leave a thumbs up down below. Subscribe for dailies. Now you can have an awesome day, Star Wars fans. I'll see you in the next video, and may the Force be with you. Until then.